Why does the Big 12 always get treated like the little brother in college football? Be honest. How many times have you heard they don't belong in the playoff or they can't hang with the big boys? But here's the truth. That narrative isn't about competition. It's about control. And in 2025, this conference is deeper, meaner, and more unpredictable than ever. Today, we're breaking it all down, team by team, ranking every squad into one of three tiers: top contenders, mid tier threats, and spoilers. And let's start where the chaos lives, at the bottom. These are your Big 12 spoilers. They aren't playing for championships, but they're more than capable of flipping the standings with just one big upset. Scott Frost is back, but this roster is raw. Tavion Jackson at quarterback is intriguing, but they're young, thin, and still trying to find an identity. Could mess around and ruin someone else's season, but bold hopes is slim. No more Shador, no more Travis. Now we're gonna find out if Dion can really get it done without his headliners. The transfer class is strong, but quarterback play is a mystery, and chemistry is going to take some time. Dangerous, yes. Reliable, I don't think so. 60 plus new players. That's not a typo. After going winless in conference play in 2024, Gundy's trying to plug every hole all at once. Might pull off a shocking win at home, but week to week, this team is still trying to find its footing. Noah Fifita gives them a chance, but losing their top wide receiver, that hurts. They've got enough to take down a distracted top tier team, but not enough to win six, in my opinion. These teams aren't winning the Big 12, but don't ignore these teams either. Spoilers are the reason playoff dreams die in November. Now let's move on to the teams that sit right in the middle, the wild cards. This is the tier where things get interesting. These are the Big 12 middle of the pack teams, the ones that could play spoiler, sneak into the title race, or hover around 7 to 8 wins. Let's break it all down. Baylor ended last year with 6 straight wins. Sawyer Robinson leads a veteran offense, and Bryson Washington balances the run game. But they've got to fix that defense to make a real run. High ceiling, but not quite elite. Rocco Becht is back, and that defense is steady as ever. If they can find some firepower at wide receiver, this team could flirt with a championship run. More likely, dangerous bowl squad with a puncher's chance. TCU can score. Josh Hoover's proven that. But consistency is the issue. If the defense keeps improving and the offense doesn't stall, TCU could sneak into that top tier, but they're just as likely to go 7-5. Jalen Daniels is a baller. If the new coordinators get him cooking and the defense levels up, Kansas could be this year's surprise team. But depth is still a problem, and staying healthy is a must. BYU is physical. They're tough. And the defense is quietly good. Jake Ratliff left. And now, quarterback is a major question mark. They're a swing team. Could go 4-8, could go 8-4. Connor Wingman transferring in is a big deal. Combine that with 18 returning starters, and there's real potential here. But they're not good enough on either side of the ball yet. A fun team, but probably not a contender. They've got a QB in Brandon Sorsby and some returning skilled talent. But losing starters on defense and the O-line is really going to hurt. Schedule's rough early. If they survive September, they'll be in the bowl hunt. Rich Rod is back, and the vibes are chaotic. Roster turnover is heavy, but home field advantage and a physical brand of football means they'll make someone earn it. Not built to contend yet, but they're not a layup either. The middle tier in the Big 12 is loaded with variables. If any of these teams get hot or healthy at the right time, they could crash the contender party. But speaking of contenders, let's talk about the top dogs. These are the real threats. The Big 12 teams with the roster, the coaching, and the buzz to win the conference in 2025. Let's talk about the contenders. Kansas State is the most complete team in the Big 12. Avery Johnson is a dual threat weapon, and he's got chemistry with Jace Brown. Add in 11 returning starters, in one of the best transfer halls in the league, and you've got the most dangerous team in the conference. Kleiman's crew doesn't just win, they win the line of scrimmage. They're physical, consistent, now even deeper. It's not a surprise they've got some of the best odds to win it all. The reigning champs return 17 starters. 17, if you didn't hear me clearly. That's more than anyone else in the Power Four. Sam Levitt is back at quarterback. The O line is still intact, and the defense still has the right mix of toughness and speed. Losing Scatterboo hurts. Not going to lie about that. But ASU has enough weapons to make another playoff push. The only question, can they handle being the hunted? The hype is loud in Lubbock, and this time it might be justified. With the number 2 transfer class nationally, Tech is upgraded everywhere. The offense is dynamic, the defense is deeper, and there's an expectation that anything short of a title game appearance is a letdown. They've got playmakers, attitude, and for the first time in a decade, depth. If the quarterback clicks, this team is going to be scary. There you have it. Your full Big 12 tiers list. Contenders, the mid-tier wild cards, and the spoilers waiting to wreck somebody else's season. But now I want to hear from you all. Tell me where I got it wrong. Who's too high, too low, or who's getting slept on completely? Drop your takes in the comment. And don't forget to subscribe. We can't grow without your help. And if you haven't seen my Big 10 breakdown yet, what are you doing? Click right here to find out who's really running the most top-heavy conference in college football. Coach Pro, out.